All right, so today we're really diving deep into this company. They're called Visionary Digital Studios.
Okay.
And here's the thing, we're not just going to regurgitate what their website says.
Right.
We've actually gone out and we're going to look at what they do, what their clients say about them.
Yeah, the proof is in the pudding.
Exactly. So first off, what is it that Visionary actually does?
Yeah, what's their deal?
What's their deal? Well, they help B2B tech companies, especially the ones going up against those huge competitors.
David and Goliath situation.
Yeah. And they're all about creating, get this, world-class videos and digital content.
Ooh, fancy.
Right. And they use these crazy good digital marketing strategies to get their stuff seen by the people who actually make decisions.
So they're not messing around. They're going straight for the decision makers.
No, they're not. And get this, they're not just trying to be some hired gun in and out. They want to be part of your team.
An extension of your marketing department, huh?
Exactly.
I see why they lead with that. I mean, for a lot of these B2B companies, especially when they're smaller, they're up against these bigger companies. Resources are tight.
Oh, totally.
Right.
Yeah.
You might not have the budget for a massive in-house marketing team.
Right.
So Visionary kind of steps in and says, hey, we've got you covered. We've got the expertise. We can be that team for you.
Yeah. It's like having a secret weapon almost.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they're not just generally good at marketing. They're very specific about their focus.
Oh, totally. They're all about B2B. And they even say it right on their website, quote, Visionary specializes in B2B marketing.
Okay.
B2B marketing is very different from B2C marketing.
And they're right to highlight that difference because B2B marketing, it's a whole different animal.
Right.
You're not trying to convince individual consumers with, flashy ads or emotional appeals.
It's not about that impulse buy.
Exactly. It's about building trust with a whole bunch of people who have a say in the decision.
Right. Right.
And that takes time.
Longer sales cycle.
Exactly. Longer sales cycles. And you really got to demonstrate that what you're offering is going to give them a return on their investment, ROI.
Show me the money.
Exactly. You got to show them the money.
So it's less about that quick sale and more about building those long-term relationships.
Building those relationships and proving that you can deliver, that you're the real deal.
You're going to get them results.
Exactly. And to back that up, to really drive that point home, Visionary makes it very clear that they use data to inform their strategies.
They're not just going off of vibes.
No vibes here. They're all about data-driven insights, which is huge, especially when you're talking about those complex B2B sales cycles.
So they talk the talk.
They do.
But do they walk the walk?
Right. That's the question.
That is the question. Well, to answer that, they've got a ton of testimonials on their website.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so let's dive into a few and see what their clients are actually saying.
Yeah, let's put them under the microscope.
All right, first up we have Accenture.
Go.
Now, for those who don't know, Accenture is a massive global consulting firm.
They've been around the block a time or two.
Oh, yeah, they've seen it all. And you know what impressed them the most about Visionary?
What's that?
Clarity.
Oh, okay.
Structure.
Uh-huh.
And good communication throughout the whole thing.
It sounds simple enough, but honestly, in the B2B world, that can make or break a project, especially with those large-scale projects that Accenture's known for. Clear communication, well-defined processes, it's crucial, even in the B2B space.
It's like you're experiencing the product or service firsthand.
Yeah.
Even if it's just through a screen.
Shows you the power of good video marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who else do we have?
All right, next up is a company that's all about navigating complicated stuff. And it just really highlights how important that whole collaboration and transparency thing is in these B2B partnerships.
Yeah, it's not just about getting the job done. It's about being a true partner, working together every step of the way.
Exactly. Being on the same team.
Yeah, exactly. But seriously, that speaks volumes about the power of really strong creative execution.
Totally. Because it's one thing to have a good idea.
Right.
But to actually make it a reality.
Right. You got to bring it to life in a way that grabs people's attention and shows them what you're all about.
And it sounds like Visionary has this knack for taking stuff that's super technical and complicated and making it understandable and engaging.
Yeah, they make it click.
Right. So we've talked about how Visionary works, their B2B focus, how they handle their clients. But here's the big question.
Okay, hit me.
What's the long game? What's the end goal for them?
Yeah, where do they see themselves going?
Well, they're pretty upfront about not being interested in those one-and-done projects.
Interesting.
They're looking for those long-term partnerships. They literally say they want 10-year partnerships with their clients.
Wow, 10 years, that's a statement.
Right.
They're not messing around. They're in it for the long haul. Which, it makes sense, right? If you're really trying to understand a client's business, help them grow, that takes time.
It's like they're saying, we're invested in your success, not just a quick payday.
Exactly. They're not just a vendor, they're a partner.
But, that's got to be challenging, right?
Oh, absolutely.
To build that level of trust.
Yeah. For both sides,
It's a two-way street.
It's got to be the right fit.
Shared values, that open communication.
Exactly. And if we think back to how much Visionary emphasizes trust and relationships, it's clear that this whole 10-year partnership idea, it's not just a marketing tactic.
Right.
It's at the core of who they are.
It really makes you think, what would happen if more B2B companies actually went for this whole long-term thing?
Yeah. What if everyone prioritized value over just chasing those quick wins?
Right. Imagine if the whole B2B marketing world was less about the hard sell and more about building those like actual relationships.
You'd be a game changer, wouldn't it?
Totally.
Because it's not just about being buddy-buddy with your clients, right?
Right.
It's about this fundamental shift in how we as an industry view expertise and value.
So it's less about like talking a big game and more about actually showing up and delivering year after year.
Exactly. Walking the walk, proving your worth through your actions, not just your words.
Because like that kind of dedication, that consistency, it builds trust.
Absolutely. And
Yep.
trust is everything in business, especially when you're talking about those long-term partnerships.
It's like building a strong foundation that can handle anything,
Exactly. A foundation built on mutual respect, transparency, and shared goals.
It's a powerful message, especially in the world of B2B, which can be so like unpredictable sometimes.
Totally. It's about finding those partners you can rely on, the ones who have your back no matter what.
So as we like come up for air from our deep dive into Visionary to Digital Studios, what have we learned?
Let's see. Well, they're not just another agency. They're challenging the status quo.
They're doing things differently.
Exactly. Redefining what it means to be a true partner in the B2B space.
They're not afraid to go all in on authenticity, transparency, and long-term vision.
And they're proving that those things, they're not just buzzwords. They're a recipe for success.
It's a powerful takeaway for any business, really.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It makes you think, how can we apply these principles to our own relationships?
How can we cultivate those deeper, more meaningful connections in every aspect of our work?
That's the question we should all be asking ourselves. Something to ponder as we move forward.